the SEC versus the Big Ten. It's the Maryland Terrapins and the Texas A&M Aggies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
When you walk into Kyle Field in College Station, Texas, it is so dynamic. From the traditions, the cheering, the crowd in unison. It is straight up and down of electric Aggie pride. This is one of the most unique places you can ever watch a college football game, and we expect it to be just as loud and energetic here today. Reese?
Thanks, Holly. The Terrapins kicker headed toward the football, and their season is now officially underway. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. From the gun, it's Owens. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They want to run this quarterback. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Quick give. It's Owens. Breaks the tackle. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. Nothing the Aggies love more than saying howdy with a strong running game.
Yeah, how do you like that first down? How do you like that ground game? Like, that's what they've got to be built on. They got to have...
There he goes! Running inside the 20. He is in! Touchdown, Texas A&M! When they have something to cheer about here, this Kyle Field crowd is the most choreographed group in all of college football.
They've got so many chants and cheers that I had no clue about Reese until we visited, and you see it's choreographed, it's perfect together. And how about this choreographed start? Exactly how they drew it up early, getting this place going bananas.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give is to Smith. At the 35, he's open. A lot of room to the right. At the 20. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. He's now up to 70 yards rushing now. What a way to start this season. On first and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. They'll run it. It's Danzy. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Trying to pound it in. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Straight ahead, it's Edwards. Hard running there. Gets it out to the 16-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Driven back. Texas A&M going quickly.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on third and long. Reed. Left side is Edwards. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. Slips a tackle and he's got room. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Second and long here. Direct snap. He'll be dropped.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They've already converted once on fourth down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere four-down territory. Rush is on. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Made the catch, but nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, and he stopped right at the line, and they'll turn it over on downs. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The run inside. It's Smith. Got the first down. He now has 85 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game. They're doing that in the season opener. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Jackson gonna throw it. Out wide right, it's Fleming. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41? He's got trips right, a single receiver to the left on second and short. He's looking to pass. Setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
and a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Snap from the gun on third down. Finds the tight end. Breaks into the open. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Terrapins are rolling down the field. Running inside, it's Smith. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And they sniff that draw out. With a draw unit, you really have to sell that pass like you're going to throw the ball down the field. But the defensive line, the defense was not biting it. You could tell they were ready for it. Came, got on the running back, got him on the ground quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Back to pass on second down. Escapes the pressure going right. On the move, he fires. Intercepted. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. On the ground, it's Bussey. At the 35, he's got room. He's running free down the middle. The 10. Touchdown, Texas A&M. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And sometimes you live by the blitz, and sometimes you die by the blitz. And right there, great job blocking and understanding it was coming. And then somebody had to make a play in space, and he took it a long way.
You're right, David. It's always a risk by the defense. And if you don't have good gap integrity with the blitz, then the offense can pop one. And that's exactly what happened on that run. Everybody up front not getting flustered, just staying in their tracks, getting their blocks, giving their running back a lane. He uses that speed, and that's just not a touchdown, man. That is a long highlight reel TV.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Out wide left, it's Durr. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Needs it here on fourth down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. The Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. Jackson will throw. Look out! Trying to make magic with his feet. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. And the Terrapins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up the first down. They'll try to get it through the air. And the defense getting a hand in there on third down.
And this offense stays aggressive, and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
He's got it. First down and more. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Fires downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
Long way to go on second down. Looking downfield very late in the half. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Escapes the pressure to his right. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. We get a timeout here taken by the Terrapins. That will be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Jackson gonna throw it. Keeping his eyes downfield. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Into the end zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. Powers through.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Here's Reed to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Right side, it's Owens. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Cotter.
Guys, week 1, the start of a brand new season, and it's our pleasure to welcome you into the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Notre Dame taking on the number 18 team, the LSU Tigers. And it's the home team looking to come out on top in what has been a high-scoring affair. And I love that neither team fears this moment. Gotta see which defense is
Wide open spaces. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And I really love the idea of this guy running crossing routes, right, guys? He's got the speed to separate from defenders, but if you can put it out in front of him on the run.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
What a great response by this defense. You give up the big play. What do? You respond right back. You get upfield, get to the quarterback, get the negative play, and get the momentum right back.
Jackson will throw. Got him downfield. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. And the Terrapins have pushed it inside the 20. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Stepping to the right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Maryland! This guy is so slippery, so elusive. He just vaporizes right in front of the defense.
It's crazy. You can play touch football in an elevator and lose to this guy. He's that kind of quick.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Deep in the end zone, it's Bussey. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll nowhere to go. The ball's loose. Bounced right back to them. Texas A&M going up tempo. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bussey. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Changing the routes with his receivers. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Marcel Reed. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Reed to throw for it on 4th. Sends it downfield. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Man, as a defense, you're like, oh, they're going to draw us offside. They're going to draw us offside. They're not going to go for it. They go for it, and you get the big stop. You've set your offense up. You've turned the momentum. This defense should be feeling really good about themselves.
He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for the score. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Terps. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And he's going to bring this one out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Hits inside. It's Smith.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Left side is Fleming. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. Jackson gonna throw it. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Into the 3rd quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. Smith takes the handoff. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Between the hashes, it's Durr. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a 1st down in the red zone. Hands it off. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Maryland! They take the lead here in the 2nd half. They thought maybe they could contain him. They thought wrong.
They did, and don't call him a quarterback anymore. Just call these guys skill players. I mean, so fast, you can tell the angles just get chewed up. You think you got a chance to catch him. I'll tell you what, Put that in your back pocket. Understand, that guy can fly. I better make sure I take the proper angles when I'm chasing him.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Here's Sellers to throw. Moves to his right. He's going to take off. Crosses the 30. He's got away. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Maryland has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. To the air, it's Sellers. Out wide left, it's Johnson. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Earlier trailing into games,
They'll have a first down here, a week 0 game that is living up to all the hype and anticipation. Throwing, Sellers. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Texas A&M going quickly.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Now, I love when offenses can go 5 wide.
Fires toward the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Aggie!
I don't know what play they called, but I would call it again because the defense had no idea what was going on. Receiver comes wide open, catches the football, and gets the easy touchdown.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the fourth quarter. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Pulls it in on the right. Electrifying play, and man, are they set up now at the 32-yard line. They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. First and 10 from the 32. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. From the gun, looking for a man. Out wide right, it's Fleming. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Drag to the ground, but not before. He's converted the fourth down to keep the drive going. And the Terrapins, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Got it in the middle. It's Durham. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Terrapins! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Sellers. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Drops back, it's Sellers. Right side, it's Johnson. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Touchdown, Aggie. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the fourth. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, it's Smith. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
They're all over it. There he goes. He slides down, and he's got enough to convert the second and short. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Press center downs going to the air. Fires to the wideout. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Takes it the other way. Pass attack. Touchdown, Aggies. The defense gets it done with a huge interception return.
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Pollock? It's the pick 6 to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the fourth quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Defense making the play. Hey, never hurts to pad the stats on D either, right? And they'll be able to run out the clock.
I just love the aggressive nature of this defense and understanding, hey, David, we need one play and this game is over. One takeaway finishes it, and they get it with the pick.
Yeah, and you do these situations all the time, right? You got the lead, the passing situations, you're playing the pass, and they play it beautifully, man. Drop back, great vision, break on the football, and they said, forget this. I'm into this game right now.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Right back to the well.